ain't this about a mess? Listen, I was gonna let the waiting room music run for a second time. No, a third time. And then the chat done jumped from 21 to 71. Then I was gonna do it. I was just gonna go on ahead and just let it play. And then it done jumped to 91. I said, well, shit. What's good, y'all? Can everybody hear me good? Can everybody hear me good? Yeah, y'all can hear. Okay. Ciao. Honey, it's been a lot going on, girl. Y'all know I get started tomorrow. Look, it's been a lot going on, girl. The people said I started some mess. Hold on, let me go on camera right quick. The people said I started. Look, I came up here dressed down. Cause see, I don't want T talk with your girl to feel like this is about to be a rag tag and drag. No, see, if I was finna rag tag and drag you, I'd have came up here looking like something. Because see, I believe in being cute when you finna drag somebody. You understand? But no, I can't. Listen, I slept in this shit. I ain't got no bra on, no nothing, girl. Like, look, I listen. Cause see, a lot of y'all up in here because y'all think I'm finna go in and laugh. Y'all so messy. Y'all so messy because I know a lot of y'all been wanting me to hit T Talk with your girl up for a long time. And I always told y'all, for why? She didn't do nothing to me. I did. That's what I said. And this ain't what this is about. Listen, this the same thing I did with slow diagnosis. I ain't had no issues with her. I ain't had no problems with her. I was just explaining the situation, explaining my side, and that was that. And she took it another way. I got faith that T Talk with your girl ain't finna take this no kind of because I never took her stuff no kind of way. You know, she made laughs about me twice. And Sebastian wanted me to cuss her ass out twice. And I said, no, I'm not finna do that. No, no. Cause you know, I know her, she cool. She was a fan. I'm not trying to be funny, but it's the truth. We're being honest. We're being honest. She was a fan. I knew she was a fan. She used to be in the comments and we would talk back and forth. So this ain't what I did this with slow diagnosis. I said, look, she come in the comments. I don't have the issue. I'm just speaking my piece, saying my piece, and that's it. She took it a different kind of way. But I got faith that T Talk with your girl won't. I do. Because T Talk with your girl ain't slow, dumb, and retarded like slow diagnosis. Okay. She don't need a check like slow diagnosis. Okay. Now I don't care what y'all say. Me and her cool. Even now, I don't have a problem with her. She was just saying she was confused about some things. So me being who I am, I said, cool. I'm a push my button and I'm gonna let her know what's going on. And then it's cool. And I hope she take it that way. I hope this doesn't go the way slow diagnosis went with it. Because see, slow diagnosis took it left. I didn't. She took it left. I didn't. So I just hope. I ain't hoping. I got faith and I got trust. I do. I got faith and I got trust in T Talk with your girl. I'm just talking, and that's it. I'm not roasting her. I'm not reading her. I'm not gagging her. This ain't what this is. She was just confused. So I'm just gonna tell the story in my own little way. And that's that. At the 10-minute mark. We 6 minutes and 15 seconds in. So y'all got time to get me up to 100 like, hey baby daddy, how you doing, baby? You know, I was pissed with you for leaving to Atlanta and not telling nobody. But then I saw your face and I got over it. And then I saw your body down to the close friends on Instagram, but then I really got over it. I said, you know what? Whatever. Fine, I'll let the nigga have it this time. He pulled that shit again. It's gonna be me and him. Scotty, hush your mouth. Scotty, hush your mouth. Scotty, don't come in here fucking with me, girl. I got some tequila again. So hush your mouth. Hey, Marcella, what's good, baby? How you doing, Auntie? Scotty, don't you come in here with your shit, girl. I'm 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 off tequila, raspberry, banana, seltzer water, a lime, and a lemon. Don't you start your shit, girl. I told you that's not what this gonna be. Leave me alone. I'm good. I'm coming from ballroom practice, Tanya. I bet you are. What realness you walking? Schoolboy realness, thug realness, businessman realness. What realness you walking? Sex siren. You need to be sex siren. That's just my opinion. But and I ain't just saying that because you're my big D. Hey Mo, what's good, Pooh? I'm off that vodka and Olive Garden pasta. Not a vodka and Olive Garden pasta. I haven't been. Listen, the last time I went to Olive Garden, I was with Joy Sand. Okay, and my mama been passed for what 6 years now, going on 7. That's the last time I stepped foot in Olive Garden was with Joy Sand. And she took us there. I didn't know that's where we was going. I thought we was going home. And she decided to pull in down to the Olive Garden. Talking about you hungry. I mean, the bitch could eat. I won't. But since you pulled up the Olive Garden, the bitch could find somewhere to stuff something. At the very least, I'd take something home. You thought I turned that down? Shut up, not spam. I'm practicing sex siren as well. What's the practice? You don't have to practice for that. Baby daddy, you don't have to practice to be sex siren by any means. Scotty here, he'll tell you. What's good, Nanny of the Morons? I ain't seen you in a minute, girl. What's happening? No, this ain't no messy sub. I saw this myself. Oh, 10. I passed the 10 minutes. Hold on. Where the thing at? Welcome to Giving You the Realty Missionary Baptist Church. Well, my slogan is I'm at a business that pay me. So if your business gonna pay me, I'm at it. And if it don't, then it just don't. And then it's all good. Ain't no thing. So listen, I know a lot of y'all feel like I'm finna go in and let half. I'm not. Listen, Tea Talk with your girl is a fan of mine. I'm not being funny. Tea Talk, I'm not being funny. I know you in the bushes. Cause I saw you laugh and you know I was coming laugh. And I know you know that I was coming laugh. I'm proved to you that I was in your laugh, baby. All right. Cause Nancy got her ass in your laugh and said that somebody was finna go laugh at 6-ish. It was 6:30, Nancy. Okay. It was 6:30, baby. I decided I was gonna come laugh at 6:30, not 6-ish. All right. All right, Nancy. All right, so I know you know I was going to laugh. And I know you know I was finna get up here and do my thug thizzle. And I know that you in the bushes. Cause we cool like that. We cool like that, friend. It's okay. You don't have to come, you ain't gotta fall out the bush. Ain't no reason for you to fall out the bushes on anything. Because everything I'm saying is the absolute truth. But I'm not coming at you. I'm not reading you. I'm not. This ain't what this is. Talk with your girl, because like I'm giving you the same thing. Once again, I'm giving you the same thing I gave Slow Diagnosis. I have no problem with you. Me and you always been good. Even when you made laughs about me twice, I still it's cool. Ain't no issue. Tammy in here. I ain't see Tammy. Hey Anita, what's good, baby? I know Tammy is a mod. I ain't see Tammy in here. All right, so that's all I'm saying. Hold on. Somebody sent me something. What the hell? What's the point of having two phones if you can't find one? Oh, no, that ain't it. What the hell? Hold on, y'all. Because I'm getting stuff sent to me. Hold on. Oh, never mind. I saw it on my watch, but the shit told me to come on my phone to pull it up. And I couldn't find. I was scratching for my phone, child. I couldn't find it. Hush. Hush. Do what you say. Oh, yeah. I saw this. Listen, I was in Wednesday Talk Live. Okay. I saw the shenanigans that was going on. But I am glad that you brought up Mel. I am. Let me go on ahead and play this right quick. Thank you, Marcella, for bringing up Mel. I appreciate you for bringing her up, because I do got to play this. I have to. First and foremost, let me go on ahead and get this up off my chest right damn now. You Melody crew, straight up and down. I don't care. Okay? I don't care. Don't come to me with y'all issues. Don't come to me with y'all problems. Don't come to me with y'all grievances. Don't email me. Don't DM me. Don't tweet me. Don't chat me. Don't Snapchat me. Don't TikTok me. Don't do none of that shit. All right? I don't want to hear it, because what I said is what the fuck I said. I'm letting y'all know that right now. All y'all Melody people, go about y'all damn business. Go somewhere where they kissing her ass, because y'all should already know about that. I don't do that here. All right? Yeah, I had to play that, y'all. Because she tasked into this for no reason. I want to say that for no reason. Because see, here's the thing. I want to make it very clear. What's going on with that faceless bitch and her alleged mammy has nothing to do. Let me say it again. What's going on between because again, T-Talk, you said, I don't know what's going on. That's why I ain't talked about it. That's why I ain't said nothing about it. Good. Ain't no need of you getting involved if you ain't got no reason to get involved. That's a smart little woman. Continue to be smart like I know you are. Stay out this shit. All right? But I want to make it very clear. Nothing that is going on between that faceless, tacky, pathetic, bottom of the barrel ass bitch and her alleged mammy has nothing. Let me say it again. Nothing. One more time for the hoes in the back. Nothing to do with Mellow Mellow. That's actually why I wished Mellow Mellow would have just stayed out of the chats, when Tay Talk was talking about this shit, because see, now it's becoming all about Mel when Mel has nothing to do with why we got an issue with that bitch. Okay, T Talk with your girl. Let me say it again. I want to make it very clear. And if I'm lying, Tay's welcome over here anytime. Tay can always come in the comments and tell me, T, you a lying ass bitch. If I told a lie. And anybody that was up there could tell me, T, you telling a goddamn lie. Nothing that happened on Tay's chat last night had a fuck ass thing to do with Mellow Mellow. Nothing. Nobody tried to make Mel do this. Nobody tried to make Mel do that. We was up here ragtagging and dragging. No truths, just laughs with no face and her alleged ass mammy and her bad ass hot. That's what we was up there doing. Mellow Mellow didn't have a damn thing. We won't even concern. She has nothing to do with what we were talking about with her and our issues with her and our problems with her. Mellow Mellow has nothing to do with it. That's why I wish she never came into the chat while we was talking about this shit, because now it became all about we bullying Mellow Mellow and the bully squad, because you did, friend. Hey, Talk, what's good, baby? You ain't no lying ass bitch, T. Hey, Tay, what's good, Puckin? How you doing, boo? I was there. I was to your thing. I was to the laugh, boo. I was there. But yeah, I'm here to take up for you too. None of that had nothing to do with Melody. That's why I wish she didn't come in. That's why I wish she didn't say anything. Mel, if you was on vacation, you should have stayed on damn vacation. You could have listened to the roast of Jones to get without getting into the comments, friend. Mel, the people said I started something. If that's the case, Mel, you started this shit. If I started something because I was getting DMs and people were saying I started all this shit, cool, I'll take it. Then Mel, you started this shit because now people run around here feeling as if you're being. But let me just say this. I like Mellow Mellow. Am I a millimeter? Absolutely not. Everybody knows me and Mellow Mellow's history from season 1. And if you don't know, and you new here, let me tell you. Season 1 to season 6, no, I won't fucking with Mellow Mellow at all. And it had nothing to do with Leisure Suit, because I won't fucking with that fuck ass nigga either. All right? My issues with her had nothing to do with Leisure Suit. Once I started seeing what Leisure Suit had going on in the background, I said, you know what? I ain't even finna get her all of that, because this nigga got a fucking problem. I started seeing that shit when? Season 4, maybe? Maybe about in season 3, season 4, going into season 5. And then when Sunny Fat Forehead ass came up around here, I said, you know what? Mellow Mellow, I ain't got no issues with you, girl. And then 2, Mellow Mellow came into my chat, and then she wanted to click my butt. And it was after that I said, you know what? She's actually mad cool. She actually mad cool. Like when she not on the show and all of that shit ain't going on and you just talking to her, she mad cool. I didn't have an issue with her. She was very nice. She was very pleasant. I was nice to her like I was supposed to be. I was pleasant to her like I was supposed to be. And it won't no thing. She threw a small little light. I threw a small little light with her music. And she didn't get offended. She didn't get mad. I didn't get offended. I didn't get mad. And she even threw in a nasty piece of cash out afterward. So I don't have no problems with Mellow Mellow. I don't. She's actually a really cool chick outside of the cameras and LAMH and her ex-husband and her ex-friends and beyond all of that. She's cool. Ain't no thing. But She made a point to say I ain't like her. So Scotty, quit being messy. Y'all get my likes up. It's 470 y'all up in here and only 108 and 48 likes. Y'all get my likes up. Quit playing. But Talk with your girl. You got up here saying things that you were seeing in the chat and the things that the people were saying, and then you brought up these posts, and you was in the way that you was wording it up, and it's no shade to you, Talk with you. I don't have no problem with you, but girl, that's bullshit. For you to sit up here and think people are supposed to love her more than their character is bullshit. What I saw in the chat was Uppity saying, listen, Melody, that's not what it was. I won't trying to do that. I won't trying to do this. This was what happened. This is what it was. That is what I saw. I was seeing and again, Uppity did not ask me to do anything. Uppity don't even know. I probably know I even made this laugh. She probably don't even know I'm adding her to. So I want to make that clear too. Nobody came to me and said anything. I'm just speaking up for what I saw in her chat that I didn't like. For y'all to feel as though they're supposed to love her more than their character, that's bullshit. I'm not mad at Uppity for explaining herself and her character. I'm glad you in here, Empress. What's good, Imp? I'm not mad at Empress for getting back and saying what she had to say, because again, that is a person's character that we're talking about. And for people to feel as though, well, hey, that ain't what happened, but because Mello said it, fine, I'll go on ahead and let her feel that way. Girl, you got me fucked up. Inside out. Fucked up. I'm never gonna love nobody more than I love me and my character. And if that's not my character, and if that wasn't what happened, I'm not gonna allow a narrative to be spun about me. And that is what I saw in the chat. It wasn't that anybody was trying to bully her. It wasn't that anybody was trying to cuss her out. It wasn't that anybody was trying to do anything. I saw people fighting for their character because they know the type of hoe, I'm just going to say it, they know the type of hoe that Mello has on her fans. And what I saw was people fighting for their life and their character. And they was telling her, no, that's not what happened. That's not what's going on. If you took it that way, I'm sorry, but that's not what that was. Nobody should allow a narrative to be spun about them because they love somebody so much. Are y'all out of y'all goddamn minds? Really? Really? Somebody is just supposed to run with something and fine. Because I don't want to say nothing. Excuse me? No, ma'am. So I'm sorry, Talk with your girl, if that's what you took from it. You calling them bully squad. Nobody bullied anybody, and I'm glad you brought up the bully word. Drop in Mello. Hey, Mello, how you doing, baby? I hope you good, Grot. What's happening, Shayna? Lines in the sand were drawn, and everyone should be clear on where everyone stands. I agree. Now, you, again, listen, I have no problems with you, Talk with your girl. None. Excuse me. But I got to say something with this because I'm a part of it. So again, you said you don't know what happened. I'm the king of the sector. So it's my job to inform you of exactly what happened and what took place. Is that not my job? Then my job. Darren Johnson. All y'all are delusional and are male ops for real. Let me tell you something, Dorian, because I can still see a chat that Marcella got rid of. Shout out to you, Marcella, for sniping, but I can still see it. Dorian, let me tell you something. My position about Melody Cherie Rogers, formerly Halt, has always been what it was since I came up here and reviewed season 1. Baby, I have a whole playlist from season 1 to season 10. It's no secret. Let me tell you something, Puddin'. I started the term mellow mutt. That came from me. Let's tell the history. Since Dorian is here, let's tell the history. That shit came from me. I'm responsible for the mellow mutt term and don't give a damn. Now let me tell you some more history. That's when TTWYG and all of them stopped fucking with me because they decided to place that on them. But I was never talking to them in the first place. I was talking to the people that was so headstrong that they love her more than they love themselves and common sense. Those were the people that I was giving that to, not them. I'm giving history. So can't nobody say I'm lying. Stop me anytime I tell a lie. When I started seeing Leisure Suit for the fuck shit that he was doing, that was when my mind started changing about her and how she was moving and how she was coming around and how things was going. And then when Sonny fat forehead ass, I'm repeating myself, came up here, I said, oh girl, it's a new target. Mellow cool. I ain't got no issues with her. And again, don't come around here with that op shit because she came to my church house. She sat right here beside me. And her skirt and her church hat. Not that she had to, because I'm Baptist. And me and her had a pleasant conversation. Dorian, I'm not her op. I don't have no problem with Mellow. None. But I also don't mind calling her out when I need to call her out. Most people don't do that. I do. That's always been my thing, and I never changed on that. No, I'm going to call her out. No, if she did some shit that I ain't like, I'm going to let her know. Girl, I ain't like that. Get your shit together. And everybody knows that about me. Everybody knows that's how giving you the real tea is. Everybody knows that about me. There's no secret. Hey, Anthony. What's good, friend? But even with that, TTWYG can be here. Sassy TV from the 803 can be here. Empress can be here. Uppity can be here. T-Talk with your girl can be here. Most of my mods are millimeters. They can be here. See, they're not, and they know they're not included in that. Dorian, so there you go. It ain't that nobody no ops. We don't care like that. I don't have no problems with Mellow. So the question again, if she is to do something wrong, will they hold her accountable? Let me tell you something, Andy. Do not come around here with your foolishness. But let me get back. I veered off. That was the bully thing. But let me tell you something, T-Talk with your girl. You got up here and you said this, friend. You can't say I'm lying because it's on your channel. That got sent to me. I didn't know you was online. I didn't know you was live. Somebody let me know that you was on live, and I said, "Child, let me see what she talk about." And that was the inspiration for this thing because I was taking live. I listened to the whole thing. You said, "Well, I don't necessarily think that." You said, "I don't necessarily think." Do I got it? Damn, I took it off. Fine. You said, "I don't necessarily think that no truths, just laughs with no face is a bully." What I see is people going back and forth. Bullying is somebody who's just saying your name and saying this and saying that, and you haven't said nothing to them. That's bullying. What I see is people going back and forth. Again, Tea Talk with your girl. You said you don't know what's going on. And that's why you never said nothing. So here I am. Here I am, friend, to speak for myself. I'm not speaking for nobody else. Tea Talk with your girl. I'ma speak for myself. Okay? I was sitting over here minding my business. And I allowed her to do whatever the fuck she wanted to do down to the Instagram. I never bothered her. I never said nothing to her. I've always, even when I repeat myself, even when people would get under my comments and try to bait me into saying something to her, because they would say comments like, yeah, you think you this and you that, but you feel as though she your friend, she talking about you. And I got up here and said, y'all trying to bait me into talking about her until I hear her say my name in a disparaging way. I'm not saying anything to her, and I never did. I know you listening, Tea Talk with your girl. You saying that you gonna be down to get them to do this and that. Girl, no, you ain't. You here in the bushes, so you hearing it from my mouth, friend, and I ain't got no reason to tell you no lie. Lie for what? I was minding my business. I never said her name. I never talked about her like a dog. I never did anything to that faceless bitch. Okay? One day I wake up on a Saturday morning minding my business, and then I get this sent to me. Hold on. I get this sent to me, Tea Talk with your girl, minding my business. This is what I get sent to me. And worse. Hold on. You sit up there, I ain't never did shit to take it on what the fuck she's doing to me. To what the fuck that ignorant bitch is doing to me. So let me tell you something, giving you the real tea, since you made a whole fucking video. Let me say this. I could drag the. Hold on, that's the other one. This the first one. You work and works, but you got to fucking run it back. Tell him he got. Here go. This the first one. Come on, listen. Giving you the real tea, you bitch ass nigga, Terrence. Debbie. Yeah. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Because let me tell y'all about this nigga. Tell about it. See, him and Chef Don Don. See, this was back when I wasn't associating with nobody. I would just come on and do my content. Okay? I used to hear things about Chef Don Don, and I used to hear shit about giving you the real tea. The shit that people would tell me about them, I didn't let it get in the way of me finding out on my own who they were and what they were about. So I pretty much gave them a fair chance, right? People would tell me that these niggas hated women, disrespectful as fuck, all that. But I still was like, okay, I'm gonna. Hold on, where the other one? Where the rest of it? You got to say then, bitch. Okay, Tea Talk with your girl. I was minding my business. I never said nothing about that skeezing bitch and her bozo ass of a man, allegedly, with a bad heart. I never said nothing to her. So by your terms, Tea Talk with your girl, is she not a bully to me? I didn't say her name. I did not bother her. I did not say nothing to her. When people try to bait me to read Rag, Tag, and Dragger, I didn't. I was minding my business, and out of nowhere, she reached for me. So, how is she not a bully? Tea Talk with your girl. I'm going to add somebody else to that. Shay Renee Online. Hey, Shay, I know you in here, baby. Shay Renee Online. Tea Talk with your girl. What did Shay Renee do to No Truths Just Last with No Face first? Caramel Rail. Tea Talk with your girl. What did Caramel Rail say to No Truths Just Last with No Face first? Empress Radio. Tea Talk with your girl. What did Empress Radio say to No Truths Just Last with No Face first? T Talk with your girl, Empress Radio's son. What the fuck did her son say to her first? Who knew? T Talk with your girl. What did who knew say to no truths just last with no face first? No, you brought up Braylon. Fine. Braylon. What did Braylon Lee say to no truths just last with no face first? So again, friend, by your definition of a bully, how is she not? How is she not? Again, I'm not getting at you. I promise. I'm not getting at you. I'm not cussing you out. I'm not fussing at you. You were saying you did not know what happened. This is what happened. What's good on Brisk Block? How you doing, baby? Right, baby, he's not even two, and she's been bullying him since December 2024 when she sent her cease and desist. Right. That's all I'm saying to you, friend. It seems to me like you picked a side, and that's fine. See, yeah, we're picking sides in 2025. Everybody's grown. So it's fine. It seems to me. I'm not speaking for Empress. I'm not speaking for T Talk with you. I mean, I'm not speaking for Wente Talk. I'm not speaking for Uppity. I'm not speaking for nobody. I'm speaking for me. To me, it seems as if you've picked a side. Fine. Not upset with it. I promise. I'm not upset with it. I'm not. Because since I'm being honest, it just seemed like you wanted a topic, you found the topic, you wanted to make it all about Mellow Mellow, but that's not right, friend. Don't make that situation all about Mellow Mellow. I'm down with you for you clicking your button, finding a topic, finding a conversation piece, and making your money. I'm not mad at you for doing that, friend, but don't make this shit about Mellow Mellow. None of this has to do with Mellow Mellow. None of this has to do with Melody Cherie Rogers, formerly Hope. None of it. None of it. None of this and her has to do with this. I hate that that happened on Wente Talk channel. Tay did not deserve that shit. I agree with you, Shay, because I saw your laugh late, but I saw it. Tay didn't deserve none of that she got because none of this had nothing to do with Melody Cherie Rogers. None of it. And I hate that Tay had to go through that. That was fucked up. Tay didn't deserve that. Tay got jumped by that dirty bitch late in the midnight hour. And now this turned into they bullied her on Tay. I hate that. Like, I hate that a lot. And I'm sure people ain't going to believe me because I'm saying it. But oh well, I'm going to take up for my friend because that's not what that was. And Tay, don't walk around feeling as though you did anything wrong. You was here to gag that faceless bitch. Melody had nothing to do with anything. And y'all heard it from me. Whether you believe it or not, don't give a shit. I ain't got no reason to lie to none of y'all. Thank you, giving you the real tea. My hands are clean. You welcome, Tay. None of this had nothing to do with her. I feel no ways tact. Hush! Hush, Anthony. She always does that. I mean, it's no shade to talk with your girl, but see, I had to say something. You know, 3 times the charm. This the third time you made a video, and this one has something to do with me. But you did it to me personally twice. And I never came back with a video and really got and said anything. But I got to with this one, friend, because I don't want you to peddle around false shit. Because what you said was bullshit. None of that had nothing to do with Mellow Mellow. Nobody was bullying Mellow Mellow. Nobody sent for Mellow Mellow. That laugh was strictly for no truths, just laughs with no face. That's all I'm doing, friend. I just want to make you aware because you said you didn't know what's going on. This is what's going on. Tay made that live getting back at no truths, just last with no face when she jumped her ass down to the shell gas. Okay, well, all she was doing was getting her $50 worth of gas, some flaming hot Cheetos, and a Mordello. Okay, that's all Tay was doing. And that's what Tay was coming up there clicking her button to talk about. None of that had anything to do with Mellow Mellow Cherie Rogers. None of it. Nobody blamed her for anything. Nobody sent for her. Nobody called for her. None of that. So I see what you're saying now. Apologies. Yeah, Melody had nothing to do with Tay's laugh. Tay wasn't up there bringing up Melody at all. All of that had everything to do with no truths, just last with no face, jumping her ass late in the midnight hour. That's why she came up there with the whole gag, with the mask that was supposed to be a neck. Tay, let me tell you something. I had a feeling you was gonna do something crazy. I did. I did. I had a feeling you was gonna do something, but I didn't know what it was. I just waited it out. So you didn't shock me when you came up there with all the gags. That was a gag. That was a play off of what I had going on with no truths, just last with no face. It didn't have anything to do with Melody. So all of y'all who got up under there trying to blame Tay, apologize. Because none of that had nothing to do with Melody. None of it. Mellow Mellow came down into the chat and then bullshit happened. Mellow Mellow decided that she wanted to call out. I don't mean to laugh. I mean, I'm so sorry. The laugh was going the way it was supposed to go. And then Mellow Mellow came into the laugh. And then out of nowhere, Mellow Mellow wanted to strangle Uppity neck. Then she wanted to strangle Empress. I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened. Like it happened out of nowhere. And then people didn't think that that was really Melody. I knew it was her. And then Uppity proved that it was her. And there was still people trying to say it was her. I wish she never said anything. I do. I wish she never said anything. I just wish she would have enjoyed and got the cackles out of the laugh while she was down to Petty. Okay, eating biscottis and drinking some tea. Okay, eating some crumpets. You know what the Petty people do. I just wish she would have did that. Because now this done turned into people bullying Melody. Don't run with that fuck shit, T-Talk with your girl, because that's not what happened, Puddin'. Please don't. That's not what happened. And you hearing it from me, baby. You may not want to believe Tay, and that's fine. You can believe me. I'm not going to tell you no lies. That's not what that was. That's what happened, friend. Mellow decided to jump in the lab, and then she decided to choke slam Uppity in the corner. And then I think Empress spoke to her, and then she decided to DDT Empress. I, I don't know what happened. T-Talk, I swear. T-Talk with your girl, I was just as baffled and confused as she. I promise you, T-Talk with your girl, I was just as baffled as you was. I didn't understand what was happening. I did not. That's why I feel bad for Tay. Because Tay didn't even understand what was happening. Everything was going smooth. And according to players, here come Mellow ass. Mellow, this is your fault. I blame you. Everybody else ain't gonna blame you. I am. Mellow, all of this is your fault. You just should have stayed in Patty eating your crumpets and drinking your tea. You done dropped down in the chat and rung folk neck. And now all this I'm trying to stop laughing, but I want T-Talk with your girl to understand that's honestly what happened. Nobody is bullying her. Nobody bullied her. Nobody did anything to her. A lot of I'm speaking for me. She came for me for nothing because I never said nothing about her. I never did nothing to her. I never bothered her. I allowed her to do whatever it was she wanted to do. A lot of what she was doing, I didn't like it, but it wasn't none of my business, so I didn't say anything. So that's what I'm saying, T-Talk with your girl. I don't want you running around with that shit because it's bullshit. Ain't nobody bullying that dirty bitch. She getting what she deserved. That's what's happening. All right? That's what's happening. And you trying to cake for her, please don't, friend, because she not going to appreciate it. I promise you. You going to get up here and cake for her. You going to turn around and be an ain't shit bitch too. I'm telling you, friend, trust me. I never bothered her, and then I became a bitch ass nigga. Never bothered her. I ain't said nothing to her. I ain't never read her. She ain't never got caught with no stray. So So can we ask the question again? If she's to do something wrong, would you hold her? Annie Hush. Hush. And T-Talk with your girl, if you want to come up, because I know you watching, girl, quit playing. If you want to come up, you can get in the chat. You can let me know your thoughts and your feelings. Don't be scared. That was the shit you did the last time, trying to act like you won't gonna come back around here. You scared to be around here. You ain't scared to be around here, T-Talk with your girl. Get in the chat. Quit playing. You welcome around here because I said you welcome around here. This is my church house. Talk with your girl. I pay the mortgage every month. This my shit. I said you could come here. Giving you the real tea. I was right or I was all right. I ain't got nothing to do with nothing, Annie. I'm gonna drink my drink. Annie, don't you put me in your shit. Leave me be. Annie starting shit. Y'all see I ain't saying that. Y'all see I'm not saying a word. That's Annie. So this drama was to promote Winter Wonderland. What was the reason? And my Cardi B voice, Marcella Hush. She gonna come and then lie and Hush, prosperity thick girl. Again, Talk with your girl. I promise you, friend, I don't want you to think I'm getting at you. I'm not. I ain't got a problem with you, sis. I know it got brought to you in a messy way, but no, ma'am. I'm not doing that, friend. I promise you I'm not. I do not listen. I do not have a problem with you, Talk with your girl. I don't. I have zero problems with you. And you welcome around here anytime. I just don't want you peddling some fuck shit and some fuckery that ain't true. I don't want you to do that. That laugh had nothing to do with Melody. Nobody was trying to bully Melody. People was just trying to explain their character and they was defending their character. You saw it as bullying. I saw it as content creators defending their character. And they was not allowing Melody to run around with a narrative about them that is not true. And they're not wrong for that. Whether it's Melody or not, nobody should allow her to run around with a narrative about them that is not true. So I'm not mad at what Uppity did. I'm not mad at what Empress did or anybody else that she called out, because if that is not their character and if that is not what they was trying to do, they have the right to say, I love you, Mel, but no, ma'am, you got the wrong somebody. There's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're supposed to do. You're not supposed to allow anybody to run around with a narrative about you that isn't true. I don't know what y'all don't get about that. It's fine to love her, but don't allow her to run around with a narrative about you that is not true. That's it. Sing the song. It's been long time coming, but I know a change is gonna come. Hush. Defending your name is not bullying. Clearly, she didn't know what bullying is because she just said TT ain't bullying. Right. Like, friend, don't do that. Like, listen, Talk with your girl, don't do that. Yes, she is. She's most definitely bullying. She is. Again, you may not want to believe it with everybody else, and that's fine. That's your prerogative. You can believe it with me. I didn't say nothing to her. I did not send for her first. I didn't. By any means, I didn't. I'm good on her. What you say? I'm good on her after that same sad love song about defending my child. Lord Jesus. Yeah, this is sad. Like, this is causing even more division where there shouldn't be none. Mellow, I know you be watching too, sis. Listen to me. Tay don't have a problem with you. Uppity doesn't have a problem with you. Empress doesn't have a problem with you. And I know that for a fact. I follow them. All they do is defend you, friend. Listen to me good, Melody. Please. All they do is defend you. They defend your character. They defend your more than what I think they should, Mellow. And that's my opinion. Okay? That's my opinion. They go out their way to defend you more than I think they should. So you should believe me. Cause half of what they do, bitch, you got me fucked up. I wouldn't do it. But they do it, Mellow, for you. Trust me, Empress ain't got no problem with you. Uppity don't have no problem with you. And Tay did not make that laugh to get at you or come at you or foster or environment for people to get at you. It had nothing to do with you by any means, Mellow, at all. That entire laugh was for no truths, just laughs with no face. That's all it was. That's it. Because, Lady Rowe, I want Mellow Mellow to hear from my mouth. Maybe she'll listen. Maybe she'll listen because it's coming from me. That's why. And I don't want the relationship that they got with Mellow Mellow fucked up behind bullshit and rumors and what people think. It ain't fair to them. I hear what you're saying, Lady Rowe, but it's honestly not fair to them. I don't want Mellow Mellow's thought process of them to be skewed and altered by bullshit. It ain't fair. I mean, it's really not. It's not fair. And I want Mellow Mellow to hear from me. That's not what that was about by any means. That ain't fair. No, hell no. And then it got something to do with me, and I don't want nobody pelling bullshit saying that that bitch ain't bullying nobody, cause she is. She is. That is the case because it became their bullying Melody, and things that was saying in the chat was so terrible and da 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 da. Nah, it is. And I want Melody to hear from my mouth. No, it wasn't. None of that happened, Melody, until you came in the chat, friend. They're not going to tell you that. And that's cool. I'm going to tell your ass that none of that happened until your ass came in the chat. That's why I said you shouldn't have came in the chat. You should have just listened from behind the damn screen and got your kikis. They're not going to tell you that. And I understand. I'm going to tell you that shit, though. That's why that happened. And you should have just stayed in the chat. Well, you should have stayed behind the chat. No shade, Mellow Mellow. All right. No shade, Mellow Mellow, by any means. But I'm going to be real with you because I know they ain't. I ain't no millimeter. You stirred up all that shit, Mellow Mellow, by getting your ass in the chat and wrangling people there. I'm sorry, Empress and Unicorn. I swear, I'm not laughing at y'all. Lord have mercy. Mellow Mellow came in the chat and started throwing rocks. I said, wait a minute. I wasn't ready. And I'm telling you from my point of view, Mellow Mellow, I understand why people thought that wasn't you because you came in hot. And so I get why people felt like, nah, hell no, that ain't her. I get it. I'm so sorry that happened to Tay. I am. I'm so sorry that happened to Tay. I'm so sorry that happened to you, friend. I am. Yeah, like she can like listen. Mellow Mellow came in hot. Like I didn't think that was gonna happen. I swear. I listen. I was taken aback, and I was like, "Is it really Mellow Mellow?" Because I know she don't really come in the chats doing that. So I was with Empress when she was like, "Is this really?" I said, "I don't think so," because I never seen her really get like that. I haven't. I've never seen that. Shut up, Scotty. Not Kenya would never. Not Georgia Pro would never. Huh, Scotty? No, I'm not doing it. And listen, and she wasn't taking enough for True T either. She was taking up for Queen Sheba. And there was people who saying, why would she take up for Queen Sheba? She would. Her and Queen Sheba are friends. I know that because I've seen them chilling randomly. Her and Queen Sheba are friends. So I could totally see her coming in the comments, taking up for Queen Sheba. That's another thing. Don't get faceless, traceless, head blown up, thinking that Mellow Mellow was defending her. No, she was not. That was another thing. And I'm being real messy by bringing up Queen. Me and Queen share heel. Queen know how I feel about her, and she know I ain't being messy. I'm just telling the truth. She was defending Queen Sheba, and I'm not shocked that she was defending Queen Sheba because her and Queen Sheba are friends. So for people who are saying, why would she defend Queen Sheba? Because they friends. She was not taking up for True T. She was taking up for Queen Sheba. So do not go peddle that shit either. Shut up, Scotty. Hush. All right. Don't go blowing her head up because I could see her making a laugh, thinking that Melody was taking up for her and won't. She was speaking up for Queen Sheba, not TT. Now listen, like I said, I like Queen Sheba. I don't have no issues with Queen Sheba. Me and her share here. I'm just saying what happened. And I would be messy and tell people who who Queen Sheba was coming at in her video when she was talking about shitty sheep wearing ass Britney, but I'm not. But I saw a queen. I would be real messy and say a name, but I'm not. But I heard. Now I want to see you come at Queen Sheba the way you came at everybody else. I bet you won't, you punk ass bitch. I bet you won't, you soft pussy pie ass bitch. You can come at us, but I guarantee you $5. You would not click your button and say a goddamn thing about the queen and the palace. I know that's right, Queen Sheba. Yes, ma'am. Whatever you got, I need it. Cause that slow ass bitch had the nerve to come for me at my church house. I said, huh? But Queen, whatever you got, whatever pixie dust you got, give it to me, girl. I need it. I'm being real messy. Let me get off here. Anyway. Not Mammy Joyce would never. Anyway, let me get off here because I'm being real messy. I'm just saying Queen. I heard it. That shit got, and listen, I'm not shocked that that person came around there begging her pardon and pleading her case with her pump pussy ass. I'm not shocked. Well, give me the same respect, ho. I run the church house. I'm Bishop. My shit sit on a hill. Sit high and look low. Remember, it's all money grabs. Remember that. Hush, Marcella. Well, anyway, y'all, that's it. That's all. I ain't got no more. I reached past my hour. Like I said, Talk with your girl. I ain't got no problems with you, and I really hope you don't take this and think that I'm getting at you, coming at you. I got a problem with. I ain't got no problem with you, sis. I do not. I do not have no problems with you. All right. I just don't want you to run around with no bullshit, because that's what that is. It's bullshit to think that she's not bullying nobody, friend. And I don't want you to peddle around that bullshit that Melody got bullied. That wasn't what happened either. Well, as far as the panelists go. Now, as the chat goes, listen, the chat gonna do what it do. But so far as the panelists and who it had to do with, that wasn't what happened, baby. All right, that's it. That's all. I do not have a problem with you. I ain't got no issues with you. And this, I ain't calling you out. I'm not summoning you. I'm not doing none of that. I'm gonna reiterate, because this is what I did with slow diagnosis. She took it another way. I do not have a problem with Talk with your girl. Do what you do. Do what you do. Make your coin. Do your content, and I will support. I have no problem with it. You was just saying you didn't know what happened. You didn't know what's going on. So I'm just enlightening you on what happened and what's going on, because I got the knowledge of it. That's it. Just saying. Yeah. That's it. That's all. Look at my DM. Child. Is that Oya? I'm disappointed in Mel, baby. I ain't got nothing. Don't bring that right. I don't have no problems with Mellow Mellow. I was just speaking truth, because I know nobody else will. It's sad, but nobody else will. So I'm just saying what I don't have a problem with Mellow Mellow, and she's welcome around here anytime. All right. I ain't got no problem with Talk with your girl. She's welcome around here anytime. A lot of people like to click their buttons but don't know what's going on. I agree, Tay. That's why I'm helping out Talk with your girl, because I don't want her to be in the dark, because I ain't got no problems with her. I don't want her to be in the dark. She said she didn't know what's going on. This is what's going on. They search all over, couldn't find nobody. They look high, low, couldn't find. Did I tell you? We're not here for Vashon Mitchell. Ain't it his name? Vershawn Mitchell. Vashon. Ain't it his name, Annie? Ain't it Vashon Mitchell? Vershawn Mitchell. Ain't it his name? Y'all know I know gospel. See Queen script. That's what I'm saying. Listen. Empress rode hard. That's again, because Mel says something now, people act like they don't know, and people don't. That's why Mel, you started this shit. You just should have stayed quiet, Mel. You should have stayed quiet and just DM these people. All Empress ever done was take up for Mel and stand for Mel and be on Mel's side. That's all Empress has ever done. That's y'all, that's all I got. I ain't got no more. Y'all drop down in the comments. Y'all let me know y'all thoughts about this situation. Again, I don't have no problems with you. Yeah, Empress, because that's what I mean. Now that Mel done called somebody out, now everybody's forgetting history. all Empress has ever done was stand up for male and take up for male and speak up for male and be the advocate for male, like all of those women. Now, because she says something to them, now nobody remembers anything. Now everybody has amnesia. Now don't nobody know this, that, they. That's why I say, Mel, this is all your fault. And I'm ending it with that. I love y'all. I love on y'all. And I will see y'all tomorrow for Heart and Hustle Houston. Bye.